So come see, like, just some y'all just reading stuff out for clout, right? Just so you don't have to go do something, pick up something heavy, be out in the weather. I don't know. What do y'all do? You just how do you know about the Arcturians and the Pleiadians? How could you be an expert on both? Come on now. What we live inside the star? I mean, how could we live anywhere close to that star? That's the thing is, like, why would we even be labeled anything with a star proposed that big and that far away? Where, I mean, do we live inside it? And we couldn't live anywhere near it. We'd have to be so far away from it that it wouldn't even be, why would we associate ourselves with it? Come on now. Dome worlds. The thing is, it don't matter if the Terra map Infinima is exactly accurate. The thing is, we know, as we see here, we're not spinning, okay? We know we're not spinning. Yes, there's water in the creek all down there. It's like, it would not be here. Any surface water would not be here for spinning. That's all there is to it, okay? The force of gravity wouldn't allow me to speak. Wouldn't allow our lungs to function. As in the proposed dinosaurs, they would collapse upon themselves and suffocate. So 7 meters, we get our dragons. I mean, we have dragon fossils on Turtle Island, not dinosaur fossils. Okay. I don't know anything about dragons. I'm just throwing it out there. Just thing is, are they going to put their money where their mouth is? So, like, is it that Arcturian feature that just, I can't just walk past somebody and, so, I mean, what I've learned is, I'm not sure I lie to children. Don't give anything away that you can, like I'm talking about. Give is basically what I've learned is give minimal as possible, because you'll be vulnerable like I am and have to embarrass yourself to the whole potential world if they wanted to watch, or anyone they wanted to like record this. I mean, copy this and just send it out and embarrass the living hell out of me. So, do you understand? So Arcturians or whoever volunteered for, great grandmother. I mean, if that's my only American Indian ancestor, it would be, lineage can't be. Everyone know through the male. That's why the male. I mean, that's where I'm assuming it's AI, but it's like, yeah, we'll keep the women. That's dead giveaway. So there's supposedly American Indian males that like would diss their own for European women. Well, the problem is lineage can't be maintained that way. Okay. Regardless of your chiefs or anything else, bare minimum, lineage cannot go through the males. That's why I guess that's why they're so skewed. I mean, I've noticed that for long. But when Russell Means is lying, meaning he lied about it. I mean, when you falsely accuse someone else of murder, I mean, why would you do that in front? I mean, why would you put on a big show? That, I mean, I'll get to that later. But yeah, there was cues and cues. I mean, the only male I can understand is like, I cannot believe it. There's nothing I can trust. So you have to put your money where your mouth is. Yeah, of course we can go make our. I mean, we always made our own digital monopoly money. We always made our own digital monopoly money. But when we had to do the impossible for what was in front of our face, and then we have to beg for months to get the slightest return from anything, just from them, I'm just using my Kazamaz as that's a very bad example. Just like, making a point of his false connection he was having with me. It was too quick. And the Crystal Amanda thing is like, you listen to this. That's still a site on TikTok. The thing is, what is Biden doing? And besides being black-eyed, he was like, I didn't say, selling the land to China. Of course, he was extracting the mineral. He wanted the minerals just as bad as anyone else, as any president. So I don't know, there's going to be a change here. But the thing is, you can't pick one or the other. And so as soon as I saw Crystal Amanda, a video of her choosing Biden, black-eyed, possessed Biden, over anyone else, I mean, it's like the very next video is like, hey, you better not expose me. Do you understand? Whatever Crystal Amanda was, well, the very next, as soon as the thought occurred to my mind, the very next video on the scroll thing, on the auto feed on TikTok was, hey, there's be people, FBI shall be after you. You expose, basically expose me. You get what I'm saying? But was she wrong about? No, Leonard Peltier was security. That's what's good about that, Val Silence movie. It highlights, yeah. And it's like, if we had seen that, we never would know. He wasn't a American Indian activist or political activist, and certainly not a political prisoner. He was security. Okay. And we need to get to, did he put the gun in Anime's mouth or head? That makes a difference. We need to get the exact story. Okay. Of course, 2 don't compare to 170 million and counting. So that's irrelevant. The FBI, which we have why would we assume they were humans? I mean, on Turtle Island, you're in the FBI, and that's helping the American Indian Holocaust. Okay. 10 times. Okay. Come on now. Women going missing and murdered, and children 10 times the national average. Nothing, absolutely nothing being done about it. And so you're okay. So 170 million and counting to 2. So that's not the point. The point is, yeah, I got nothing but thug and just like I said, labeled security. So who cares? I mean, yeah, this whole time worrying about him being called with some kind of activist when he was just security. He was just security. Whether I don't know, and he's the term. Did he brag about killing him? Okay, that would the point of that is that would reveal like how he was just security. He was no activist. That's why he has no answers. You understand? He has no answers. He was security. There's all this energy wasted on that. But the thing is that that's true. I'm talking. How could anyone? You're talking about getting shot in the back and all this and like yes, true. But then you do Pocahontas and you touch that with a 10-foot pole and you have no problem covering for someone else. The thing is, you're not certain these men did it. Why? That's the problem. Did you ever retract? Why would you accuse people that weren't even in the town or whatever? Okay. So the thing is, Arcturians or ancestors, you have to do something. The thing is, I know is I can't count on you for anything. I can never give anything away because you won't have my back. So I woke up with a solace today. Like, I don't know what it's like. Yeah. If something benevolent isn't taking care of those autistic that had to kill themselves by 39, then then there's nothing needs to exist. Yeah, and especially us males, us gentle males. Actually, yeah, you don't get that because because this we're in a state of emergency over here, the American Indian women and children. Okay, and they're males, but just not like they're women and children. Okay, sorry, no, I'm not sorry. So that's what you're getting. Okay. I was never allowed to be autistic for 1 split second, okay? Not 1 split second, okay? Not allowed 1 split second. So, there you go with that. That's the deal. It's like, so no, I can never take a chance on anything because what you verified is nothing has my back. We're not like natural proposals like I'm begging something like I'm not due. It ain't about being due. It's just every time I had opportunity to take care of myself, something was in my environment that needed my assistance. And I am being over proportionally damned, as I'm sure I'm not the only one. That's what I'm saying. It don't matter if there's someone else that has experienced this, that has been disproportionately damned for being overgiving. No good deed goes unpunished. No exceptional, continual good deeds go unpunished, apparently. And when you can't put a few ones and zeros in my account by whatever means possible, what can you do about anything here? Why are we talking to you? How are we going to reset this environment by whatever means it takes if we can't handle the lightest little energy of ones and zeros in a computer? You have to make it make sense. Put your money where your mouth is. If you're going to let everyone play with this monopoly money, and only those that play with the monopoly money get to survive, okay? Then what are we doing here? We can't survive here. Can't live on this drama, and we can't live in this illusion. Illusion makes you ill, right, Devil on Magic? Illusion makes you ill. So what are we doing? And others being promised windfalls, billions and stuff like for what? For obeying? For not doing nothing? For letting the indigenous die wherever you are? I'm sure wherever you are, there's indigenous being oppressed. If you're in a military and industrial complex, well, there's a third world and there's indigenous that they're being oppressed and trying to be eliminated for minerals. Because you can't concede this is just a mining colony. This is a mining colony. There's nothing else going on here but mining colony. Okay? Last human reset, 1728. How do I know? Because you just know. You know truth when you hear it. There's no go do your... Stop all these disclaimers. Go do your own research. Dude, Scrolls of Haya. There it is. You're reading off the Scrolls of Haya. There's nothing to research. There's nothing you research besides you found the Scrolls of Haya and you're reading them off too. Stop with your disclaimers. Hey, how you doing? Stop with all your disclaimers, okay? What is all this? Why is everyone disclaiming? We're not here to be entrained. Entertainment is entrainment. You don't get to talk about divine beings and then absolve yourself of your responsibility by saying, oh, this is just entrainment. You don't get to entrain us. Okay? So, can something, ancestors, Arcturians, whoever we volunteered for, when we're in absolute state of emergency and we'll be stuck and having to, I don't even have a place to park my car to walk off. So we have to beg as many times as I begged. It's documented. This is spiritual court. I have a record for those who would not do anything. If you have the ability to manipulate ones and zeros, when the bank makes 9 times off a dollar, the bank just, every dollar you give the bank, it makes $9 off of it. Because that's where its loans come from. So every time you give the bank a dollar, it creates $9 waiting to be loaned out. And it is loaned out without the capital bringing out. So you don't earn your money. I mean, get over yourself. Because it's invalidated. No. I'm telling you, I mean, you don't earn money because money is invalidated by... God, what do y'all not get? What can y'all not conceive of how simple the dollar meant that was redeemable in gold. And then they said, no, give us all your gold or we'll put you in prison for 10 years. And this dollar now means absolutely nothing. And all the money we've exchanged since then is the coins as they keep getting less and less silver and nickel and almost all copper. You're like, why would that be if the money wasn't the minerals, the ore? Because you won't accept the simplicity of how the parasite abuses the resources in their domed world, circumenvironments, and they come to others because they use it for military dominance. So that's simple. Just that simple, guys. So I'm not gonna keep doing this. This is the easiest request ever made in a universe. If it cannot be accomplished, I have to go. And if nothing else, I'll go with my autistic that had to get out of here by 39. And if there's nothing that has mercy on them, then there's nothing that should ever exist.